Seems like a fairy tale, doesn't it? A dizzying whirlwind of attention and affection that makes you feel like you're the only person in the world. You start to think, finally, I found my soulmate. But then, slowly at first, the dream starts to sour. The person who adored you begins to criticize you, and the affection is now replaced by control. You're left standing in the ruins of what you thought was perfect, asking yourself, what on earth did I do wrong? If that story sounds painfully familiar, please know you're not alone, and you're not going crazy. You've likely been trapped in the devastating cycle of narcissistic abuse. This is a recurring pattern of behavior used to manipulate and control. So let's break down what that really is and talk about how you could begin to write your own story again. For those of you, if it's your first time, I welcome you. For those of you, if you're back, as always, welcome back. My name is Joe. I'm a life and relationship coach as well as a narcissistic survivor. The cycle kicks off with a stage called idealization, more commonly known as love bombing. This is the fairy tale part. The narcissist showers you with over-the-top attention, affection, and compliments. They tell you that they've never met anyone like you, and that you're their soulmate, and that this is it. It all moves incredibly fast. A full grand of promises, big gestures, and talk about your future together almost immediately. They might talk about marriage on the third date, or plan your life together only after a few weeks. Once they feel like you're securely hooked, the mask starts to slip. This is when the cycle shifts into its second, nightmarish stage, devaluation. The person who once put you on a pedestal now begins to systematically chip away at your self-worth. The compliments are replaced with constant criticism, insults, and casual put-downs. They might nitpick at your appearance, question your intelligence, or give you backhanded compliments that leave you feeling confused and unsure. They might compare you unfavorably to others, or withdraw affection to punish you. This is where they use cruel tools like gaslighting, a twisted mind game designed to make you question your own sanity. They'll deny things they said or did, twist your words against you, and blame you for their own bad behavior, leaving you in a constant state of confusion and anxiety. You soon find yourself walking on eggshells constantly, just trying to do anything to bring the original person you fell for back. The devaluation stage grinds you down until you're emotionally exhausted. And then comes the third stage, the discard. This is often just as cold and abrupt as it is painful. The narcissist might try to end the relationship out of the blue, with no real explanation, leaving you feel abandoned and worthless. To them, a person is an object used for attention or their supply. Once they feel you no longer serve that purpose, or they found a new source of supply, they move on. However, the cycle rarely ends there. After some time has passed, you're going to likely experience the fourth stage, hoovering, named after a vacuum cleaner. This is their manipulative attempt to suck you right back in. They might show up with tearful apologies, big promises to change, or grand declarations of love. They might even play the victim, invent a crisis, or use mutual friends to get you back. It's important to remember that while this is a common pattern, it's not always a perfect, predictable loop. If you let them back in, the cycle of idealization, devaluation, and discard will begin all over again. Listen, I get it, guys. I've been there. More than once, actually. Getting through this is incredibly tough. So it's important that you remember you don't have to do it alone. So if you could relate to this video, please subscribe for more content to support you on your healing journey. And if you feel comfortable, consider sharing a simple "I'm learning" in the comments to connect with a community of people who truly get it and have been there. Bottom line is the psychological toll of this cycle is huge, often leading to anxiety, depression, and a shattered sense of self, and even PTSD. This constant push and pull creates a powerful trauma bond. An addiction, the emotional roller coasters of highs and lows that can make leaving feel almost impossible. But this is the most important thing you need to hear. The abuse isn't your fault. It's a predictable playbook designed for control and has nothing to do with your value as a person. Recognizing this cycle for what it is, a destructive pattern, is the first and most powerful step towards breaking free. Healing begins with understanding, From there, you can focus on setting firm boundaries, like going no contact. It involves reaching back out to your friends and family you may have been isolated from and slowly, piece by piece, rebuilding your sense of self by reconnecting with your own hobbies, interests, and needs. Finding your way out of the fog of narcissistic abuse isn't easy, but it is absolutely possible. It starts with the knowledge that what you experienced was real, that it followed a script, and that you now have the power to write a new ending for your life. You deserve a love that is steady, respectful, and kind, not a fairy tale designed to become a nightmare. Healing's a journey, not a destination, but it's a future that's worth fighting for.